Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Now, let's get into the video. Lindsay Lohan has been silent when it comes to her acting career, but she's making moves in the crypto business. In this video, we're taking a look at Lindsay Lohan's FURRY NFT. Number 5. Her Fursona. Lindsay Lohan, at one point in her career, was considered to be one of the most famous actresses in the industry. But due to the fact that she was famous a long time ago, her fame and standing in the Hollywood industry has somewhat diminished over the years. Her image and fame took a further dip when news broke that she was looking to sell an NFT of her own. While NFTs have generally been gaining more ground in the community online, this particular instance was very unexpected to say the least. One of the main reasons as to why that was had to do with Lindsay selling her Fursona as an NFT. What this means was that she was selling artwork of a human dressed as an animal online. As you can imagine, this wasn't received all that well online.
Now we know her Fursona, there's no doubt about it. She is clearly some sort of white fox, and I'm all for it.
Number 4. Announcement on Twitter. After news was already spreading online about her making and selling an NFT, Lindsay Lohan posted an official announcement on her Twitter profile. She said that she was partnering with Canine Cartel to sell her NFT. If you haven't heard of the name Canine Cartel before, it's because they are still very new to the game. It is a somewhat copy of the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT that has become so popular, but the Canine Cartel ones feature dogs of certain breeds as opposed to apes. Lindsay also announced that she would be putting her NFT on OpenSea, which is by far the most famous platform to buy and sell NFTs online. This meant that Lindsay had done her research before entering this arena, and as you will soon know, all her effort was very much worth it in the end.
Digging deeper on this Canine Cartel, it doesn't seem like they are, genuine furries like you and me,
Number 3. Selling price of NFT. Even though Lindsay Lohan doesn't have as much fame as she used to, there's still a lot of demand for whatever she sells. This was evident by the selling price of her NFT. It has been reported that her NFT sold for about 1.3 ETH. If you just look at that price, it might not make that much of an impact, but if you convert that into dollars, which comes out to about 84,000, then that should be enough to tell you all you need to know about her selling prowess online. Another thing that's crazy about this whole Lindsay Lohan NFT is that when it was first listed online, it was selling for about $1,500, which is nothing when it comes to ETH. To think that the price took a leap from that low of a start is astounding to say the least. But the price of the NFT is not the only notable thing about all this.
While this tweet does not explicitly mention furries by name, it is pretty clear that whether intentionally or not, she is targeting the furry fandom.
Number 2. Online reception. When someone in the financial sector posts something about an NFT, it is generally received well, or at the very least it is tolerated. But when someone like Lindsay Lohan does it, the entire internet comes out to bash the one selling it. That is exactly what Lindsay had to deal with in the days following her tweet. One of the main arguments against her NFTs didn't have to do with the concept as a whole, but more so to do with the poorly drawn artwork that accompanied it. One main mistake that users with knowledge of furries pointed out was that her Fursona was missing ears. Since the image was that of a wolf, it seemed weird to people that it didn't have something as crucial as ears. This, as you can imagine, then led to people photoshopping ears on the NFT and calling it their own. All this was also followed by the disbelief that someone like Lindsay Lohan would do such a thing as selling a Fursona as an NFT in the first place.
Making noise and criticizing genuinely terrible people is an important thing to do. However, I don't think it's enough against these businesses.
Number 1. Furries rejection. If you didn't know, there's a whole community online that likes to dress up as animals and they call themselves furries. Why we're talking about them has to do with the fact that even they rejected the NFT put out by Lindsay Lohan. One of the main reasons why had to do with the fact that it was so immensely expensive that no one in that community could buy it in the first place. So if the furries weren't the target audience for this NFT, who was? Well, even Lindsay wouldn't have thought that far ahead when she first considered selling an NFT.
Did you try and maybe...
Yeah, you want me to get rid of them? Do the best I can.
These were some of the details of Lindsay Lohan selling a furry NFT. If she can do something like this, then there's no telling what someone else in the Hollywood industry might end up selling next. That brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. If you enjoyed the content, then do leave a like. So until next time, take care and goodbye.